If nothing changes, nothing changes. One of the biggest complaints that I hear is when people say they don't know how to do it. You're not supposed to know how. If you knew how, you would be doing it. And if you've never done it before, of course it's going to be scary. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about why you are confused and why you are staying stuck in that, and why it's so important to focus on the what and the why versus staying stuck on the how and the when. What's up, guys? I'm Jessica. Welcome back to another episode of A Stronger You podcast, where I help you expand your mind so you can become the strongest version of yourself. So, I took notes for this. You know it's going to be a good one when I got notes. And even when I don't have notes, you know it's always going to be a good one. I am drinking pineapple juice, y'all. If you know, you know. We're going to talk about the power of the what and the why, and why the fuck you're focusing on the how. And why the fuck are you still confused? Because I get it. I've been there. We're going to talk about the paralysis of the how. We're going to talk about accepting and embracing the stuckness and why that's so important in your transformation. We're going to talk about shifting your focus. And yes, so the power of what and why. We're going to start off with this analogy that I always use. I want you to think of a car, okay? What is it? It's a car. I want you to think of the gasoline that is needed to drive the car, unless it's a Tesla. We're going to talk about the electric. That is your why. Because without the gas, you cannot drive the car. So without your why, you're never going to be able to get there. Let's be real. Let me break that down for a second. Yes, you could get there. Yes, you could get there if you don't know why you want it. But then there's nothing powerfully driving you to get there. Because at that point, you're just going to have to push the car manually to get there. You're going to have to work so hard and use all your strength and your power to focus on pushing the car when you can just put gas in it and the car will be smooth sailing. So the reason why I say that is because let's say you want to start a business, right? And you don't know how to start it, but you know what it is and why you want to start it. You're golden. The how and the why, the how and the when will come. Let's talk about the flip side. If you want to start a business and you know how, because let's say the business is becoming one of those like Amazon sellers, right? You know how because someone's going to tell you the blueprint on how to do it and when you're going to do it right now. But if you don't have a why behind it, you are going to crash the car, or you are going to get so fucking tired and burnt out because you're using all of your energy to push the car. When if you just discover your why, the car won't take as much energy to drive it. So yes, there's nothing wrong with being an Amazon seller and doing that as a business, but know your why. So that can push you to do it. Maybe your why is so that you can make $1 million so you can retire yourself, your parents. You can hire people to give them jobs. You can hire people in your family so that they can work easy, effortlessly whenever they want. Maybe that's your why. Maybe that's your why. And so again, you are not supposed to know how. And that is when you can turn to certain tools and techniques that I'm going to touch on later on in this podcast, and or hire a mentor who has done it or who is doing the thing that you aspire to do. Guys, when I was at the start of my personal development journey and when I wanted to become like a transformational coach, what did I do? I hired a coach who was living the life that I desired to live. And it's not that I wanted to be him or her, But the specific lifestyle that they had is what I desired. I wanted to have a family with kids. I wanted to have free time. I wanted to have freedom. I wanted to live a life of integrity. I wanted to help people make their dreams become reality. I wanted to help people become unstuck. I wanted to be able to show up on social media easy and effortlessly. I wanted to learn how to embody all it is that I was desiring to be. I wanted to learn how to tap into the divine. I wanted to learn how to balance my masculine and my feminine energy so I can use my feminine energy for my manifestations easy and effortlessly, and use the masculine part in my business to have it be structured and run easy, because I needed systems you need systems in place to run a successful business. And so that, my friends, is why I find it so important to hire a coach. And I also want to talk about the differences between a coach and a therapist, because a lot of people think like coaching is therapy, and it's not. So therapy is when you sit down with your therapist and you talk to them. You talk, which is great. Honestly, I am a big believer in therapy, and I am a believer in having a coach to hold you accountable, to give you the blueprint, the action plan to help you pull out of what's already inside of you so that you can walk forth the path of your life. And so, again, in therapy, there's a lot of talking, which is great. Again, so great. I freaking need that. I'm the type of girl who needs to run my mouth. um, but you guys, I'm just going to be straight up and honest with you. If you have big goals and you have big dreams, you need to hire someone to help you with it. Whether it's someone in any way, shape, or form, whether it's maybe you're not hiring, maybe you have a mentor who you can work with for free, or maybe you're hiring a mentor. Because the term mentor, you can use that in many ways. Like you can hire a mentor or you can work with a mentor. But whatever it is, getting someone receiving support from someone, whether it's paid or unpaid, receiving support from someone who's doing the stuff that you are desiring to do, or has the lifestyle or the type of business, or is the type of person that you aspire to be like. What I don't want you to do is settle for the coach or the therapist or the mentor or the program that is $100, when that person whose program is $100 is someone who is not in alignment with themselves, is someone who's not in integrity, someone who's teaching you one thing but doing the other. And I'm not shitting on anyone specifically, but I have been in this industry for a long time, and I have seen coaches be one thing and say another. And so that's why for me, like I literally can't do that. And so the reason why I say this is because if you don't know the how, that's okay. That's where you can use the tools and the techniques and hire the coaches to help you get there. And like I said, learn from someone who is already being and doing the things that you aspire to do. Okay? Not someone who is trying to, like figure it out. Unless I don't know, unless that resonates with you. Doesn't resonate with me. If I was trying to become a successful business owner and live the life of my dreams, I don't want to learn from someone who's trying to figure that shit out. Okay? Anyway, I just went off on a 10-minute tangent that was so needed and so important. I have all these notes down for this episode. I love when that happens. So let's dive in a little deeper. So the power of what and why, although I probably touched on this a lot, I want to read over my notes. So I wrote down, get clear on what you want or what you want to feel. Okay, so like I said, what and why is your job? The universe's job is how and when, or the coach or the life, right? You need to know what and why. Now, if you don't know, if you know you want to leave your 9 to 5 job, but you don't know what you want to do, I want you to ask yourself, how do I desire to feel? Ask yourself, how do I desire to feel in my career? And journal on that. What type of lifestyle do I desire to have? Journal on it. guys, I'm giving you information. I want you to take action after this episode. Okay. Because this podcast isn't just about listening, getting motivation on a Monday morning, and then turning it off and going back into your old ways. It's about taking action. Okay. And that's who I am as a coach. You work with me as a coach, I'm holding you the F accountable. Okay. So get clear. And clarity comes through action. One of the quotes I live by: if you don't know what you want to do, experiment. Experiment, right? Go on YouTube, search certain things, read books, work with people. Like we have so much access to so many things these days that your excuses, and guys, I'm just being real, your excuses are holding you back. And that's why you get to do something different. Because again, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Ooh, fire me up. Guys, there's like two types of versions of me. There's like the soft girl who's like, yeah, feelings, emotions. And then there's this girl. Like, I'm a range. There's all different parts of me. And I'm probably 100% sure. I'm not probably. I am 100% sure there are many parts of you. Allow yourself to let them shine, baby. Okay, so when you have a clear why, that can provide you direction. And that can cut through the confusion of figuring out the how. I'm going to say that again. When you get clarity on your why, that will cut your confusion on the how. Yes, I said that. Now, I want to talk about the paralysis of the how and how you're not supposed to know how, because if you were and you did know how, then you would be doing it. And it's normal to not know, okay? Because if it's never been done in your family or in your friend group, no wonder why you don't know how. And there's nothing wrong with you, right? And there's nothing wrong with your steps in your life and your journey for not knowing how. This is just your unique path. And now you get to discover it. And I'm grateful for you, and I'm acknowledging you for taking this step, taking the next step in your journey to do it when no one else is around you is doing it. Because you are following your calling, girl. You are doing it. Now, I want to talk about some ways that you can discover more and get more clarity and leave the confusion behind. So, I'm going to start off with something that I 100% believe in because it works. It is my group coaching program that you've probably heard me speak about before. And there's a reason why I speak about it, because there is nothing like this on the freaking internet or in the world. And it is called Elevate. If you are ready to work through the shit that is keeping you stuck, and if you don't know what it is, that's okay. And that's normal, because you're not always supposed to know what. And you're not always supposed to know why. When you do the inner work, that's when you discover it. So if you're confused, if you're stuck at this job and you know there's something else out there for you, deep down, you know there's a knowing, but there's something keeping you stuck. Or if you just started your business, but something is keeping you stuck from showing up authentically, confidently online / in your business, in your business, or if you have your job right now and you're not looking to leave it, but you're looking to expand yourself, you're looking to elevate, you're looking to evolve as a person, to work on your mindset, subconscious reprogramming, so that you can make a bigger impact, bigger money, and feel good about what you're doing and feel that purpose that is within you, Elevate is for you. It starts on May 15th. I don't know when you're watching this, but if it's before May 15th, book a call with me below, or send me a DM if I don't have any calls available. Send me a DM on Instagram. Write the word Elevate, okay? If I have spots, I want you in. It is very time sensitive, as May 15th is right around the corner, and I'm only taking a certain amount of girls because I'm very conscious of the amount of energy that I put in. I put in a lot of energy and work into this program, and I can only hold space for a certain amount of girls. So if you are ready to take fast action and you're ready to cut the shit and you're ready to make your dreams a reality, I want to see you in Elevate. I want to see you exceed. What word is that? I want to see you exceed in all of your manifestations and your desires and your goals. Okay. Now, that's the first tool that I want to share with you. Okay. So, action plan after this video, book a call with me, or you're going to move on to the other things that I'm going to share right now. You can do other things like continue to listen to my podcast. I give out all of this free content. I'm actually doing, oh my gosh, again, I don't know when you're listening to this, but I am doing a free masterclass on tapping, on EFT tapping on Saturday, May 11th. I'm going to do my best to get this out before Saturday. I'm going to do my best to upload a podcast on May 6th and May 9th. So if you are listening to this before May 11th, send me a DM. No, I'm sorry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description to sign up for the masterclass. It's free, an EFT tapping session. And how is that going to support you in the what and the why and the how and the who and the boo, the boo, the boo? Because we're going to tap through the feeling of stuck and confusion. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing people sick and tired. I want to help you get unstuck. But you have to want to help yourself. So be there if this feels aligned. Link will be below for you to sign up. It's free. It's an hour on a Saturday morning. Yes, you can move things around for your priorities. We make time for the things we love. Okay. Another thing that you can do, either, so I set recap, Elevate, sign up for Elevate or book a call to see if it's the right fit, because that is an interview process. Sign up for my free masterclass on Saturday the 11th. And what was the last thing that I wanted to say? Oh, I have other freebies. Okay. I have 222 affirmation ebook that you can download for free. I have a free 3-day challenge. And another thing you can do right now is if you're just like ready to take action right after this call, open up your journal and do this technique that's called a brain dump. Okay. I do something that's called morning pages. It's very similar. It's basically like a brain dump, but every morning. I'm not perfect. I don't do it every morning. But the reason why this is so supportive is because it takes everything out of your head and puts it on paper. Okay? No rules whatsoever. If you've never journaled a day in your life, that's okay. Write about anything that comes to mind. Anything. Sometimes I've written, I don't know what to write. But tomorrow I'm hosting a free masterclass and my goal is XYZ, right? Like it doesn't matter if it makes sense. It's not supposed to make sense. Well, it's a brain dump for a reason. You're taking all the thoughts out of your head, put them on paper. That will support you in clarity. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Don't forget to give it a review, a rating if you're watching and listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or YouTube. And that is about it, guys. If you are not subscribed to my main channel, Jessica Tellian, I will be uploading vlogs now. I actually hired an assistant, guys. I'm so excited. And you guys will definitely meet her, by the way, for sure. And what was I going to say after that? I don't even know what I was going to say. So we're going to end it here, guys. I love you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.